Film School Slacker contains adult language and themes. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to Film School Slacker, the podcast where I go through my ever-growing watch list of films, and with me is Megan.
Hello, it's me.
Hey, Megan.
Howdy.
I'd ask you how you're doing, but I think we both know how we're doing. So
we're not great.
We're not doing great. So we're gonna just move right into, we're gonna just slide right past that section.
Just
we don't need. That's not why you're here.
Hopscotch right over that part of the conversation.
And let's talk about what are we watching today.
Today we are watching The Producers from 2005, rated PG-13, 2 hours, 14 minutes long, starring Nathan Lane, Matthew Broderick, Uma Thurman, Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell's in it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Gary Beach, Roger Bart, among others. Directed by Susan Stroman, written by Mel Brooks and Thomas Meehan. This is based off of a 1967 Mel Brooks movie, The Producers, which is not a musical.
And this is the musical version.
This is the musical version.
Okay. Maybe it's too early to ask this question, but do you have one that you like better?
I haven't seen this one in a long time.
Okay.
And I think they each have their own merits.
Okay. Because this is like an adaptation of a musical based on a movie, right? Like this is like we've gone kind of Inception-y on this.
Yes.
Because the musical existed
before the movie. Yes.
Okay.
Before this movie. Yes.
Right.
It
right.
was.
So there was like an actual farcical Mel Brooks movie.
Yeah.
That was not a musical, but based on my limited understanding of the storyline, it's still about a musical, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's about producing a musical.
Okay. And yeah, really all I know about it which is crazy because like I'm a huge theater nerd.
I know.
And I've never seen any of this.
I think it's hilarious. You have seen part of it. You were in part of it in high school.
What did we do?
The Guten Tag Hopklop.
Was I in that?
I think you were.
Was I? Was that my sophomore year? Because if it was my sophomore year, then I don't remember it.
Maybe?
If it was were you a junior? Was this when you did you do the time warp in the same?
I don't think they were the same year.
Okay.
Fuck.
Yeah. Janet. Oh, she's not going to know.
She's not going to know.
Jesus. Oh, because I don't think I ever did any of those. Like I was usually in like 2 shows and I never was, because I remember the one year I was in 2. Okay. So my sophomore year.
Yeah.
It was the height of my madness. Actually, that's not true. My freshman year of college was the height of my madness. But like part 1, part 2, Electric Boogaloo was
the prequel.
The prequel. Yeah. That was. Oh shit!
Your Phantom Menace.
Truly my Phantom Menace. Truly my Phantom Menace. I had shit. It was 2 shows. That was a show that was in Roger's show.
Yeah.
And then I was also in Mike's show that same year, in the same time.
What was Mike's show?
His was oh God. Remember because it all took place in the attic and the one he had some like weird adventure that involved hot dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Mike's. That involved hot dogs.
I thought they were both Rogers.
No,
for
one
some
was
reason.
no, one was Mike's. Rogers just had the runtime of a full show.
It did.
So and because that one also we had to do video for.
Right.
Like honestly, if I was just in Roger's show and I had no other obligations, like it was kind of interesting.
I think then it must have been your junior year.
Because it might
have been my senior year. Yeah, because
I don't know if I was in that.
My senior year was when I did Time Warp.
Your senior year was? No, that was your junior year. Because I know that was because you had asked, and I was like, yeah, and then I was like, wait, no, I don't have the time.
I'm doing 10,000 things.
You know what else was happening at that time? Around that time? Speech. That was the only time we did speech was during that time.
Yep.
Which was interesting. I kind of find speech odd, like as a concept.
Weird, yeah.
Because like it's sort of
like it's cool, but it's like
let's make performance into like the opposite of something that's fun.
Right.
Sorry, Bonnie. Bonnie, I love you. I'm so sorry. I don't mean
weird fucking
rules on it. Yeah, it was interesting. I found it very compelling, but I was also like, this may not be for me.
Yeah.
And if it was my only thing, maybe. But I kind of don't like having to be so mindful of so many different things at once.
Yeah, it's very
when I'm performing. Like I don't know.
Restrictive.
Yeah, because I remember you and I did. It was a duo.
Yep, but
and
we
I
couldn't look
at each other. Oh, it was so weird. It was such a weird thing.
It's a very weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
If you like it, you like it.
It's not
our thing.
Definitely not trying to yuck anybody's yum.
No.
And Bonnie, we love you. Like, don't take it the wrong
Bonnie,
way. It was it was fascinating, but it was just definitely not.
But yeah, because it was. Fuck! It was one of the Gregorys.
Probably Griffin. Was it?
Yeah,
Griffin?
it was Griffin.
Okay.
Because he was the guy leading you, and I swear I think it was you and Mike. It must have been my senior year because you and Mike were paired up in Beauty and the Beast, and then you were paired up in this.
Really? Oh, it's making me a little nervous, the number of things I've forgotten in high school, because people will tell me, I've had people tell me stories about me and I don't remember them.
Oh yeah, same.
Like a lot. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh no, like a lot of like high school stuff. People would be like, remember like just like theater things,
yeah.
like where it was just like, and then that and that and that. And then that was the time that you were curled up on the floor in the fetal position. I was like, I did what?
I was what?
I'm like, that could, if it was my sophomore year, it probably was
Fair
me.
enough.
Yeah. But I don't remember most of that. Like a lot of that stuff just kind of disappeared. I have just kind of flashes of it.
Yeah.
But Janet has always said, she's like, oh, and Ian's up there curled up on the stage. What that's about? I'm like, oh God, I have no idea what that was about. Couldn't tell you.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
You'll recognize it.
I'm sure
once,
I will.
Once it comes
when you
up.
said the name, I at least remembered like
there was a
weird little rattle in my brain that reminded me of something that happened. Whether or not it was
I'm
actually
pretty sure you'll remember it when it comes up.
Okay. I mean, and I guess I do know that as a concept, it's basically like they're like the entire concept is like they would make more money with a show that didn't do well.
Yes.
That was like the whole thing.
So they
right?
pick kind of the most
offensive show to hopefully
show
can close
that
it
they
as
can
quickly as
find.
possible. Right. So
but then it
does well.
but then it turns into a smash because like
It's
all
so
the
bad.
stars aligned and made everything crazy.
Right. No, I'm excited. I'm excited for it.
And I think this is not our first musical, but it's our first musical in a while.
Gosh, I'm trying to think of what other musicals we've done.
For Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
Yeah, I guess that is sort of a musical.
It's kind of a musical.
Musical-esque. We
haven't really done many.
Not done any other. Hold on. That feels wrong.
I don't think we have.
Hold on.
Because
I must know. Because that feels like something that. I mean, granted, I guess I've seen.
Well, you've seen a bunch of musicals.
I have. I
guarantee there's more. White Christmas, I think is technically
I guess that technically
a musical.
sort of counts.
Musical.
That's a musical. Dirty Dancing doesn't count.
No.
What about Robin Hood Men in Tights? No,
there's only the one. Well, there's two.
There's two. Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou doesn't quite count. Maybe.
It's kind of. That's
Hail Caesar has There Ain't No Dames.
And with the Coen brothers, I think they're more like movies that feature music,
right?
Rather than actually being like a musical,
right? Because like I would say like Showgirls is another one of those where it's sort of like there's music in, there's a lot of numbers in it, but I wouldn't call it a musical in the way that it kind of operates.
But yeah, this is very much.
Yeah, this is probably the first very musically
musical.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Now I'm looking. I'm like, oh my God, that's actually true. Like we don't actually have.
We just
haven't had that many.
Haven't had a bunch.
Huh.
Well,
there you go. All right. Well,
maybe we got to look for some
new stuff.
Yeah,
and maybe do it like if you have any flip the scripts. Although I feel like we're probably at the same level of what we've seen.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I could probably think of a couple that you haven't seen.
Yeah. All right. Well, with all that being said, I guess why don't we roll the tape?
Let's roll it.
Christ on a cracker. I mean, I knew it was going to be like a Mel Brooks situation. But like, wow. Wow. Even knowing basically what it was mostly about, I was not really prepared.
Not really ready
for the level of what it was.
Yeah.
Kind of first things first, like Mel Brooks, and I don't know how to like explain this properly, but he has an ability that not many other kind of comedian farce makers have that truly does like poke fun and do it in a way that does not feel mean-spirited.
Yeah.
That seems to be what happens here. Like, it does a pretty. I mean, it didn't age perfectly. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But it's. I always feel like even some of his older stuff, like it's not. I don't feel like it's in bad taste.
It doesn't feel malicious.
Right.
It feels. It's not punching down. It's more just like punching across,
or
up,
or just chummy nudging. Like it doesn't feel. And I don't know, and I'm also not really a part of the groups that are getting, nudged very hard in this, but like, it didn't feel that bad. It didn't feel that bad.
We're gonna make fun of Nazis.
Yeah.
Until the end of time.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
I mean,
and that was done very well.
Yes.
Spoilers. That was done very well. However, I just found that interesting that the other things that he kind of poked into, especially like Broadway, is ripe with that sort of kind of very fruitful, to like to make fun of, and that happened, but it didn't feel in bad taste, I guess, or not especially in bad taste. I don't know.
They were gay, but like
yes, that's
so over dramatically flamboyantly gay.
It's like it had buy-in. It felt I don't know. I thought it felt like fun. It felt like fun. It didn't feel like it was making fun of somebody in a way that was mean-spirited. Yeah. Anyway, I just thought that was very interesting, and I definitely noticed that. The other thing I want to talk about before we talk about the notes is this movie is probably the most, like, there's a spectrum of movie musical adaptations.
Yeah.
There's sort of like, and I don't have each end of it, but like the most, on one end, the most extreme thing is just a multi-camera capture of Hamilton, right? It's literally on stage.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And then there's like on the other side, there's something like, I don't know, Schmigadoon, or which is like a meta narrative story where it's TV first and musical second.
Okay.
But it's a musical. The whole thing is musical, but like they're fully aware it's a musical. Like it's all like part of the narrative of a story, but it lives within the rules of film.
Yeah.
And then you've got others that kind of, and then the rest of them just sort of fall along the middle of that spectrum, right?
Yeah.
You've got towards the Schmigadoon end, you've got sort of Chicago, where it's self-aware, but still, like, it's not like the story itself isn't self-aware, but she's like, they've got the when she's daydreaming, that's when you get to the big numbers, and then it'll cut through real life, and so I think that does I've always used Chicago as like my favorite adaptation, because I feel like it does a good job of doing both mediums well.
Yeah, the stage versus...
Yeah. And then I think this one falls. Cats is in Hell. This one falls like a quarter of the way in from Hamilton multi-camera shoot.
Okay.
Like, it's a movie ostensibly,
right?
But at no point did I go, well, they could just be on the set and there's a camera following them around. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was.
It felt like a movie.
It felt like a movie, but it was.
But it was so theatrical.
They didn't do a lot to tweak it to make it like a movie, other than the fact that they just stuck a film camera in front of them.
Yeah.
Like, it was shot ostensibly like a movie, but even the movements that the actors were making, like especially the stuff between Nathan Lane and Matthew Broderick, were like, it was just pure theater. Like, the movements were not designed for a camera. They were designed, in fact, you were frequently jumping between shots and fairly wide shots to try to get the kind of movement they were doing back and forth across this big Seinfeld like set that they were working on,
because they
were used to a stage.
We're used to the stage. They did this for 2,500 performances together,
and they were not given standard. They were not given standard kind of movie direction.
Right.
They were using the stage direction, and instead of doing the classic look across the audience at a point in the distance, they were just looking into the lens
straight
the whole time,
into the camera,
which was deeply, profoundly disturbing to me for reasons I don't really understand. But it didn't. It really felt like a musical first and a movie second. Yeah. Which is, I mean, I'm not going to kind of arbitrate whether that's good or bad. It just felt like that was where this movie fell on that spectrum, and it was interesting because I don't think I've experienced one quite that far that direction.
Right.
I think the next closest I could think of is maybe Hairspray. Have you seen Hairspray?
It's been a long ass time since I saw the movie.
I never found the whole movie as a giant piece to be like super exciting, but I liked a lot of the numbers were kind of fun. Like they did a good job.
Very fun.
Good production value, good performers. But I think that one is maybe the next most similar, where it isn't like the characters don't know it's a movie. Or you know what I mean? Like the characters don't know it's a musical or a movie. They're just kind of
going about their day-to-day lives.
But they're doing like they do the classic like I have my feelings have crossed some threshold and now I sing. That's sort of what Hairspray does.
I think West Side Story does
like
that too.
Yeah, you're right. That's true. And the In the Heights adaptation did something similar, where it's sort of it's just if it's too. So good. That was really good. I need to watch that again. That was actually really good. Yeah. So. I found that interesting. I found that take interesting, especially knowing that they also occasionally refer to each other's singing voices.
Yeah.
Like that comes up again later too. But like, anyway, I just thought that as a person who did a lot of theater, I don't have formal like professional work in it, but I've done some work in theater, and I have obviously professional training in film. I've always just found that crossover really interesting and intriguing to me. And so seeing yet another one fall onto that spectrum and seeing where it was very interesting. And I think personally, in my own opinion, I think that adaptation kind of worked a little bit to the movie's detriment, but I don't think it made me feel bad about the show. It was just that I don't think I was watching a movie. I was watching a really good videotaped adaptation of the show. Yeah. So it's just kind of a different. You just have to kind of frame it how you want to frame it to watch it.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was my first.
Interesting. Yeah. I don't know. I like the videotaping of Broadway shows. I think you and I have talked about it a lot.
Yeah.
But like. That needs to be more of a thing.
I agree.
I think, because
there is a thing called Broadway HD.
Yeah.
Which is cool. It is. Yeah, and you're right. We've talked about this before because it is a thing. Like it should be accessible.
Right. Yeah, and like I understand like Broadway. I've only ever seen one show on Broadway. It was Wicked, and it was forever ago.
Probably 2005.
No, it was in 2013.
2013, okay.
So 13 years ago.
Okay.
Fuck.
Whoa.
Yeah, fuck me. Okay. Anyway, and like I get that the whole Broadway thing is supposed to be like an experience that not everybody gets, but at the same time, don't you want your shows to reach as many people as they can, especially like shows that are aimed at, you know, marginalized groups or teenagers or teenagers in marginalized groups.
Right.
Like you know, why wait for a Hollywood producer to buy the rights when you could just film it yourself and make that money? Or I don't, you know, it's a whole thing. And
no, I know.
I think it needs to be more of a
sticky
common occurrence.
It's a sticky world, the idea of videotaping theater. And I do understand that also to a certain degree, you know, you don't see the whole. It's harder because it's, you know, when you move anything from one medium to another,
it changes.
And that's fair. And that's fair. And I think, you know, as a person who's worked a little bit in trying to I did that once for a professional production.
Yeah.
And it was fascinating, you know, because, you know, and I was able to work with the director of the show, and it was during COVID, so we got to actually design the staging and set up for it first for the film. So it was like a three camera shoot, and that was interesting. But like it wasn't. They made it differently than they would have made it if it was for the whole house.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it is hard. Like, I mean, imagining trying to do that. Like, it's just I've always had this dream of like making a perfect, fun copy of something, and the only way to do that would be maybe to have. You know, this sounds stupid, but like it would almost have to be like a VR experience. Like you'd almost have to be in like a 3D space thing to capture that properly. Like it would be really hard to do in a world where you're only looking at a flat screen with a limited kind of field of view. Somebody has to make decisions to make sure you're seeing what you need to see.
Yeah.
And you will be missing something. That's just how it works.
Yeah.
So anyway, no, it was cool. I think they did a good job. I think they did a good job of making the right decisions to make it fun to watch.
Yeah.
But ultimately, that's kind of like what it felt like to me when I was watching it. But I'll get into my notes.
Yeah.
Actually, just ended here. We got what we needed. No. So right away at the top, oh, fun, an overture. Like,
yeah.
It's always like, oh, we're going right into a musical. Got it.
It is literally just a musical.
The musical, right, which is delightful. It has, I mean, the music was pretty delightful. Just like the scoring perspective was great. A lot of these are just going to be like lines I've lifted from songs or words. We've seen shit, but never like this.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So the whole opening number is like, you know, the company of the show.
Right.
Kind of trashing Max and kind of setting the stage. Pardon the pun, but like setting the stage for the rest of the show.
Right.
Because Max is kind of known on Broadway as being kind of a schlock producer. And,
right.
you know, he was once great, but has since fallen, and now he's teaming up with this accountant.
Right. I love that in that song I wrote was a song that's basically just Statler and Waldorf. Like it was just them like so funny. I was just like, this really just feels like we're sitting on a Broadway set right now, which is yeah. Thank you, Mr. Tact.
Bloom was like, he said something about the seducing old ladies.
Right.
He was like, thank you, Mr. Tact.
How do they find me? Oh, where all the crazy people seem to find Max. And I was just like, that's me in college. That was my entire college experience. Where do they keep finding me? I need a bust to be able to glance at and give a snarky remark to.
Oh yeah.
That was just phenomenal. Wish I had that. It's simply a matter of creative accounting. That's a really interesting way to say cooking the books.
Yeah, I was going to say creative accounting. Sounds like what they convicted Al Capone of.
Right.
Yeah. I guess they got him on like tax dodging, but still.
Yeah, something in that realm.
Yeah.
I love the wait, are they aware of the music? Like right away early on, it was like, wait a second, because I'm always curious to see where that narrative kind of works.
And it definitely has, like, Mel Brooks isn't known for sticking to a
consistent narrative structure or meta rules.
In Robin Hood Men in Tights, he's like, and I can actually speak with an English accent, which was a dig at Kevin Costner, who did Robin Hood as like an American guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's, there's 100,000 things we could find in Mel Brooks movies about, breaking the fourth wall, breaking the narrative.
The fourth wall and the meta narrative are both permeable membranes in Mel Brooks movies, 100%, which is fun. I mean, like I said, one of my favorite moments ever in a movie that we've watched was probably Men in Tights, where the camera crashes through the plate glass.
Oh my God, yeah.
That absolutely broke me.
And that's pretty early in the movie.
Yeah. It was,
Ian just paused the movie and just lost it.
I just lost my shit.
It was perfect.
Because, and not to get back on it again, it's like the second time I've talked about it on the podcast, but like, it was such a good moment of like, everyone does this.
Yep.
This is a dumb cue that everyone does.
Yep.
And it ultimately turns into like, you just don't think about it. Like we've built it into our heads, and he absolutely drew attention to how weird it was. I just love that. That's so
coming
good.
in through the closed window, and then it broke.
And then the worst part is, my favorite part was it cuts back up of her looking at it, and the lens is in there.
Yeah, and just pulls out.
Oh, so good, so good. Yes, you're a fountain.
Your fountain ready to explode. Oh God, there was so much.
What was up with the random like goofy redhead? Like what was that happened twice, and I don't really understand why.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, it never really like, and that's the other thing too, is like some of these bits that happened, like that were designed for the stage, don't
don't really translate.
Like that's
as
gonna be
well.
like my biggest kind of like gripe about the movie is
Yeah.
like a lot of the acting, especially between Matthew Broderick and
Nathan Lane.
Why can't I say both their
I
names
don't
together?
know.
This is a problem.
They're like magnets
I mean,
in
they
your
just-
brain.
they
if
can't
you
be
have
at the same
one,
time.
the other one
Yeah,
repels away.
apparently. They were so big. Like their performances
Yeah.
were so big that occasionally I was like, oh, okay.
All right.
Like the bit
They're
with
playing to the back row, and we're sitting right here.
Right,
like-
we're sitting 3 feet away. It was like a lot of the blanky stuff. Like it was just like so
Yeah.
drawn out and so huge that I was like, I get it. Like
Yeah.
this was funny a little while ago, and now it's crossed the Family Guy event horizon,
Yeah.
and now we're crossing into a world of it
And
not
we
being
can
quite.
be done with
We could be
this
done with this. Yeah, exactly. Or
12
it's so
seconds
big.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like one of my gripes, but what are those visors for? Like, you know, when they're like the accountants and like people in mailrooms do it too, where it's like that like plastic visor.
I think it's lighting. I think it's because they're staring at like white paper.
Oh, it like dims the light over the paper.
Yeah.
That would make sense. Because I've seen green and I've seen.
It reduces. I think it's the equivalent of like blue light glasses now.
I see. So it keeps it from
reduces
looking at this
glare.
bright glare on the
and
paper.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think.
That
I don't
makes
know.
sense.
I could be talking out of my ass.
No,
But
that's what we do
kind
here.
of. That's kind of how I've always
Okay.
seen that. Because like,
Okay.
you know, you see the you know, accountants and mailroom guys and card dealers.
Yes. Also do that.
Sometimes,
Yeah, that would
yeah.
make sense. Maybe it's just a eye strain. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
I think it's an eye strain
All right.
thing.
All right. Do I smell the revolting stench of self-esteem? some lines in there. that
I'm
keep
gonna
with me.
use that when I go into the office.
Hashtag certified public asshole. And then I had an administrative lore thought. Like
Mm-hmm.
they shot that whole musical number where they're dancing in a fountain.
Yeah.
Like, do you think they were in a real fountain? You know, like, did they
In
like
the
go?
movie?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
did they go to that fountain and shoot
I
it
think the exterior stuff was all shot
in
on
New York?
location in New York.
It does look that way, but I was like, oh man, did they have to do some validation to make sure like that fountain was like safe to stomp around
not full
in?
of Giardia,
Right,
and E.
exactly.
coli, and
Literally,
shit.
I'm just saying, like it's a fountain in a public park.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch a fountain in a New York City public park
Right? Thank you.
for all the money
In the world,
the world.
truly.
Well, you know,
Yeah, fair
you
enough.
know what I mean.
Fair enough. So I think, and I say this twice, so I'll have to call it out when I see it again. But the idea, this does touch on the whole idea of like something being like everything is bad makes it compelling. Like the idea of something being like, so this like Springtime for Hitler
Yeah.
crosses the room event horizon.
Yep.
Like it's a thing where you're like, oh my god, like it doesn't matter if
It's
people.
so bad.
It's so bad, and like they were trying to make a bad show, but everyone they hired were just incompetent, but wanted to make a good show.
Yeah.
And that's the part that's compelling.
Yeah.
Like they made a critical error when they created something that the people they knew would be bad, but they didn't tell them to make it bad. The people all did it the way that they wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And that's the part that's so exciting.
Yeah.
Oh.
They failed so hard they won.
Fun. It was a super crit.
Super crit, nat ones.
Nat ones. Incredible.
That's for you, Kevin.
And then thanks, Kevin. And then they get to the rooftop and I just write, Will, oh my God. All we ever heard was yodeling.
Yeah, I lived. I didn't even know there was a
The back part by Switzerland.
The back part by Switzerland. Jesus Christ.
And then I'm like, did that bird just Roman salute?
Yes,
Oh
it
my
did. Yes, it
God.
did.
Oh no.
That bird's name was Adolf.
Not the Führer's favorite song. Oh, you will Svay. And then I thought I heard Matthew Broderick say this, but I don't remember for sure. Oh, it's sort of a Nazi hoedown.
Yeah, it was Nathan Lane.
Nathan Lane said that?
Yeah.
God, just ridiculous. Nice colors. Oh God. It's just wow. That whole sequence was wow.
Yeah, and then we go straight into another sequence.
Yes.
That's
Wow. Well,
Wow.
We'll iron out all the Sony details over Strudel. And then so they get their script. They get it from definitely not a Nazi. Anyway.
Absolutely Nazi.
Yep, yes. And then they go directly to getting the director. May I take your coat and your
hats, your coats, and your swastikas?
So they go, and it's a what was it? Common law assistant.
Common law assistant. Yeah.
It was pretty funny. It was I hate to laugh too much, but it was pretty funny. I
remember the first time I watched this version of the movie.
Yeah.
And just absolutely losing it.
Yes.
During this scene.
It's really funny.
I lost every single part of my brain.
They got, and like everyone, and the thing about this scene specifically is everyone was in on it.
Oh yeah.
Because it was like, both of the main actors were gay.
Uh-huh.
And like it was just, it just went it was the overboard, like second season of Gallivant in the gay bar. Like it was just over the top.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really funny. Like it was really, really funny. And the dress and the Chrysler building crown.
I'm trying to be the Grand Duchess Anastasia, but I think I look like the Chrysler building. And the dress is like beaded as the Chrysler building.
And the tiara looks like it's so good. It is really funny, and all of the characters, like down to the light, like the definitely butch lighting assistant, so good. Like everything about it was like, yep, I've met all of these people at some point, and it's great. It was a fantastic time.
Yeah.
And you were saying during the screening that I think his name's Gary Beach.
Yes.
And he did die in 2018, which is very sad.
Yes, very sad.
But he won Tonys for this.
Yeah.
Tony, I suppose.
Tony.
Which is so funny. And like, so he does that. Mm-hmm. And then he also is Hitler.
Yeah.
And then that obviously comes around from circumstances, but like that actor does a lot. Like that is a wild role to play. That is something.
Well, so in the movie, in the original movie, the guy who plays Hitler is like some kind of like hippie beatnik who kind of just wanders in off the street.
Okay.
And into the audition, and his initials are LSD.
Amazing.
So he's just like kind of like tripped out the whole time, kind of like, what's up, man? I'm Hitler.
Right,
so
okay.
It's a whole thing. But
so in the like original version, is it a musical? Like, is Springtime for Hitler a musical?
Yes.
Okay. So they're still making a Broadway show, not making like a straight play. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fascinating. I love it. Fucking Roger Bart. That's just a line I have.
He's having a stroke. What? Of genius!
Of genius! So bad. God. This song is a hate crime. I'm gonna keep it gay.
Said that a couple times.
I did, because I think I was probably correct in all three cases.
You're not wrong.
And then that whole scene happens, which is gonna be baked into my mind for forever. That just lives there rent free now. And then I get jump scared by Uma Thurman. Because I forgot you mentioned she was in it, and then I totally forgot. And then she walks, and I was just like, "Oh my god, it's Uma Thurman!" She always plays just such serious characters. So like seeing her do this was fascinating.
Yeah.
Like, it was just kind of like, "Oh, are you fun? Are you fun?"
It's very like unexpected for her, and and I love that for her.
Yeah, no, and she was. I don't know. It's just I loved it. It was great.
And the fact she did her own singing.
Right?
Damn.
Isn't that crazy?
Okay.
Like she did it. She did all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's called an erection. What is this feeling of bubbling up? It's an erection. It's called an erection.
It's called an erection.
And then he has to go fund it.
Yep.
And he goes out, and then that's the whole sequence with the walkers.
All the little old ladies and their walkers.
Who were all definitely not little old ladies. They were all.
I don't care. I loved it.
Seasoned Broadway. No, but it is funny though, because I'm just like, wow, there's like a lot of flexibility on display here. It's like falling over, splits. Like it was pretty funny. A new Nazi musical.
A new neo-Nazi musical.
God
What?
It's so
What?
bad. These are some of the most like disjointed notes I've had in a long time because I wasn't sure how to capture any of this. It's so hard to describe.
It's so insane.
Yeah. And then she paints the whole room white. Their whole like production office white.
Like literally, like the furniture.
Yeah.
The safe.
Everything
gets painted white.
And then so it's like she painted over the numbers.
Did she just want it to be an IKEA?
Yeah, I think so.
Kind of how it ended up looking.
It's like some Swedish meatballs. He walks out this thing. So they're accusing her of like stonking all of the old ladies across.
Yeah.
And he's like, and I still have the denture bites to prove it. Oh God. She's like, why'd you walk down so far camera right? That is when I did leave. I walked away.
Did.
Just briefly. I couldn't.
Just like, nope.
I couldn't really take it anymore. And I walked away.
You walked off camera right.
I did walk off camera right. Oh, and then Ula starts coming onto our boy Leo, and like he's just like absolutely terrified.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, same. That would be terrifying.
Yeah.
Like it's so intimidating.
She's so tall.
She's so tall. And
She's
just
so
like
tall.
Oh my God. Like I don't know what I'd do.
Her legs come up to my neck. I'm not kidding.
I know, it's so scary. We're just weevils over here.
Yeah.
We wobble but we don't fall down. Like our legs are not where our height is.
No. No, we're not.
Oh God. And then they're doing their like little like hanky panky scene as part of the song, Leo and Ula. And then they all like pop their heads up in time and then as a bit. And then just randomly the old woman pops her head up and then goes back down. And I feel like that would have made more sense in the musical, like the stage show. It just felt like it was weird. Like I was like, that would have been fun as like a shtick if they had a trapdoor in the floor. You know, I get it, but it's also like Hitler auditions, no previous experience necessary. It definitely they leaned into the Mel Brooksianness of,
they really did.
That for sure. What is Will Ferrell's character? France. Yeah, he France. He is sitting there for auditions and like none of the Hitlers are working, and then he goes up and does the German band song.
Yeah.
And it's got to be Butch.
It's got to be Butch. And like Will Ferrell is not who I think of when I think of the word butch.
Right.
He's very non-butch.
Non-butch.
And I love that for him.
Yeah. My favorite parts about him. But he does this whole shtick and it's so theatrical and they're just like, yep, it's you. You're going to do it. And then at some point the accompanist does the Roman salute, and I don't know why that happened.
That was
unexpected.
Jump scare.
It was a jump scare, and I don't know. Is that one of those things that made more sense in the theater for like the theatrical? You know what I mean? Like because it's
so. I've never seen it in theater.
I know, but it feels like there's something that should have led up to that. Like it felt like it was just such out of the blue. And then he tells everyone good luck. Everyone just loses their shit.
Yeah.
Then he actually does break a leg.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's just I've nothing really important to say about this. This is just where I'm at. It's just a lot. And then I'm also jump scared by a blonde John Barrowman.
Oh God, yeah.
That was not expected.
Oh my God. He's so young.
He's such a baby.
He's a baby. I mean, this came out 21 years ago.
Oh fuck.
So.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. But friggin' what's his name from Sound of Music? Kurt from The Sound of Music, looking John Barrowman.
Yeah, it's so scary. He's genuinely frightening in that look. Yeah. And there's
I mean, I
you guys
still jump on it, but like damn, dude.
Teutonic butts. Jesus. No, like that was something. Like that was all something. They had animated swastika gobos on the lights and gels. Like it was so absurdly offensive.
It was over the top.
It was insane.
Yes.
That they even did it. I don't even think you could do that now. Like, I'm not
No.
even sure that you could even get away with it. Like, everyone had a Nazi armband. Everyone had, like, it
Yeah.
was just insane.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, it was really, really weird. Such a weird show. I loved that it
Also,
did what
like-
it did, because then we get to
But also, like, how did it pack a house
in the beginning,
when
right?
the whole,
Well,
like, it's on the outside of the building,
says what it is.
a new neo-Nazi musical.
I mean, you'd have to imagine that people are like, this has got to be a farce,
Yeah.
right? Like, it's got to be, and if there was a big culture of, because it's opening night is going to be busy, 'cause
Right,
everyone's want to
yeah.
go see it and tell their friends they saw it already.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I guess, but like
Maybe.
the idea of, and then just like Heil myself, it's. I can't really describe it. If you haven't seen this already, you really should just go watch it to
Yeah.
understand what we're talking about. But it's it's something. It's something else for sure. Yeah, that crosses into the room event horizon. That was my bad. Because it was all these people trying to, like, just being inept but trying their best.
Yeah.
And they did a great job. And to be fair, like, from a production perspective, they did a good job of, like, making it all in like that.
Yeah.
And then it could go either way, and then you have this over the top character playing Hitler.
Yeah.
And then people start to, like,
They're like,
it changes the lens behind it. It's so interesting. Because that really is, I mean, like, that is a real thing that happens in, like, media today a lot, is this idea of, like, is this bad or is this funny? And it could be the same thing depending on how you approach the content. So yeah, it was fun. I found that to be a fun little kind of thought exercise, how people, like, one single thing could change how everyone feels about the rest of everything.
Yeah.
And then they start complaining in the thing before the police come, and Roger Bart calls him an ungrateful breeder, which was really fucking funny.
Yeah.
And then they were like, and I loved the Gary Beach and Roger Bart, like, did a bunch of stuff in total sync.
Yeah.
And that was really funny. Like, they did, I mean, it was perfect, like, perfect sync. And I don't know if Roger Bart played that role on Broadway as well. But either way, they did a great job of, like, being in, like, it looked really good.
Yeah.
And one of the ones was, you made the Fuhrer look terrible. Like, didn't need our help.
He didn't need our help.
So good. And then he also used the line Teutonic Twit, which was also great.
Mm-hmm.
Max, don't kill the actors. Max, don't kill the actors. Why is that where you would go?
Why is it the actor's fault?
How is that going to help you make any money? I don't really understand. Anyway.
Well,
I see. He was going to, like, go and then they wouldn't have a show.
Well, in the movie, the first movie, they try to blow up the theater.
Oh.
And then they get caught doing that, and then they go to prison.
And they go to prison.
Yeah.
Classic.
But it's a way for them to not have to keep doing the show.
Right. I gotcha. And I'll be on my way before my voice gets any higher. He was doing his
Irish
accent, just keeps getting higher.
Oh,
and higher.
Bialystok. Gonna be on my way before my voice gets any higher. Jesus H.
And the bit where Ula is laying out the options for Leo. He's like, "What a dilemma! Like,
what a dilemma!
No, it's gonna be a bummer."
God, I could either go to jail or Rio with this hot Swedish model that's in love with me.
What a
Jeez.
life. Must be tough.
I'm gonna have to flip a coin on this
one. And at this point, they're still staring into the lens, and it's still driving the shit out of me. Mm-hmm. And then I love during that. So that the other one that was weird was the song that Max does from the jail cell.
Yeah.
Feels weird.
It feels like an Act 2 recap.
Yeah.
That you would get.
Yeah. In Act 2.
Like later in Act 2 to kind of sum up where we're at so far.
It felt like it was doing anything.
Because, like, at that point in a musical, it's been, first act is usually an hour or 90 minutes, then a 20-minute intermission.
Right.
And then, maybe another hour for for Act 2.
Mm-hmm.
I think this one would take place like 2/3 of the way into Act 2.
Right. It was a weird.
After you've been at the theater for almost or about 2 hours,
right?
And maybe you've kind of forgotten.
And it was like a funny retelling.
Yeah.
But like, and that could have even been done, but it felt like it was just in such a big piece.
Yeah.
For what, and it was also like it took place in a tiny jail cell.
Yeah.
And they didn't have there wasn't a lot of dynamics. He was stuck doing this big bombastic number in a jail cell.
Really interesting on stage.
Yeah. But it was just like that was one of the ones to me where I'm like, they did not do enough to make this into like a movie.
Yeah.
It was like it didn't quite
translate
there, which is too bad because I do think that it was hilarious. Like Nathan Lane is a phenomenal actor. Like he is a great actor of stage and screen. Like I get it. And like the fast recap thing is funny, but it was like if it was me and I was editing it, I'm like, this needs to go.
Yeah.
This does not.
We don't need a recap.
Right.
At this point.
Right. So anyway, yeah, that's sort of my thought there. But he does say, somebody else's life is flashing before my eyes.
Yeah. That was funny.
That is pretty funny. And he's like, I've just noticed something. You're a really good singer.
You're a really good singer.
Like, that courtroom scene lost me a little bit, but like, I get it. Like, it was not supposed to be, like it made any sense. But yeah,
any part of this movie made any goddamn sense.
Right. Fair enough. And then of course after the end, the one realistic part of that courtroom scene is they do end up going to prison, which is where they were supposed to go. And then
I mean, like he came in and he's like, yeah, no, this is my best friend, and we love each other. This is my best friend. Don't send him to jail. The judge is like, oh, I couldn't break up such a beautiful friendship. You're both going to jail.
Then they just get let out for being good at theater, I guess. But
get out of jail free card.
Exactly.
Be a producer, I guess.
And then at the very end, there's a pigeon with the ball and chain.
Oh my god,
piano.
that broke me.
Just absolutely fucking hysterical. Which those pigeons, it should be noted, were built by Jim Henson Creature Workshop.
Love it.
Which I guess should be a drinking game at this point for us. Like we're just going
the Creature Workshop thing and
amazing. Okay. So those are my notes because I don't. We should say that there's a lot of great music as part of the credits.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And there's a post-credit scene, and I
never in my life.
If you're gonna stick around for like a non-MCU post-credit, definitely do one for this. It was great
because they do like a song that was clearly cut.
Yes.
From the main show,
and they stuck it in the first credits.
Yeah, and then the second credit song is like the 90s
Michael Bolton
credit Michael
Disney.
Bolton slow jam version of Der Guten Tag Hauptklapp
sung by Will Ferrell. It broke Meghan. It broke Meghan.
Like if the fucking pigeon with the ball and chain didn't break me, that fucking broke me because
Jesus.
It follows the exact pattern.
Yes.
It has the rises, the key change, and then the guitar solo, and then it's like
it does. Yeah.
Why?
If you ever heard the Michael Bolton version of "I Can Go the Distance" from Hercules, like this is that same instrumentation, but it's Will Ferrell singing the Guten Tag Hauptklapp. Yeah. It's
I can't even.
Absurd.
And then there's the little post credits where it's like, thanks for coming to our show, and oh my god, did they do that because Matthew Broderick? Ferris Bueller?
Do you think that was a Matthew Broderick? Do you think that was a Ferris Bueller's Day Off reference? It could have been.
It could have been.
Or that maybe they did that as neither of us have seen the stage show.
Right.
So it could stand to reason that after the curtain call, they might just do that as the like please get out number.
Like
I don't know.
Like at the end of Mamma Mia.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. What are they saying? Waterloo?
Waterloo.
Yeah. So yeah, they it's possible.
Maybe, but I like to think that it's a Ferris Bueller thing now.
I like your read on that.
And then it ends with Mel Brooks.
Get out.
Get out.
Get out. So good. Yeah, anyway, it's a fun film.
It's fun.
It's a lot.
It is
just
a lot.
Be
I feel
ready.
tired.
It is the exhausting brand of
Like
comedy.
I was not like energetic when I came into this recording.
But it's certainly you aren't.
But now I'm like, oh fuck, I need
yeah.
I need like
I understand.
like half a like a Diet Coke,
Diet Coke,
a Diet Coke, a fridge cigarette.
a fridge cigarette. I hate that so much. Fridge cig.
That's what we call it at work.
I get a fridge cig.
And then one of my coworkers found like a list where it's like a diet. Oh, I've got to find it now because
Oh no!
it expanded upon the fridge cig.
Someone sent me a thing that said it was like for people that don't actually get to that don't actually smoke but still need the break from work, and it was like cut out to the outside of the thing when somebody's smoking, it cuts over somebody just like a Twinkie just like in their hand holding it. Like
I've seen people do that, but they're blowing bubbles.
blowing bubbles.
So I have bubbles on my desk at work, just for reasons.
That's funny.
So Diet Coke is fridge cigarette, Coke Zero is fridge vape, Coke is fridge cigar, caffeine-free Coke is fridge zin,
Fridge Zin.
Mountain Dew is fridge meth.
That. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
But yeah.
Mountain Dew is fridge meth.
Fridge meth.
Yeah. That's valid.
Anyway,
All right. So let's rate this damn thing.
I do need like a little pick me up.
Yeah.
I need like a Diet Coke and a
Yeah.
I don't know, 2 turntables and a microphone.
Two turntables and a microphone. A short skirt and a long jacket.
Short skirt and a
Long jacket. Okay.
Let's rate this thing.
Okay. Production and design. What's the matter with that? Production design. I think it was very not having the direct experience, but I feel like it's pretty faithful to how it probably looks on Broadway.
Yeah.
And if that's your measure of success, then I think it did it very well.
Yeah.
Like 4.5.
I'd be willing to go down to a 4.
I think a 4. Yeah.
There were aspects that bugged you.
There were aspects that bugged me. Yeah, let me think about that because you're right. It's production and design, so it's not just.
It's not just
Yeah, you're right. Let me think about that.
I'd say a 3.5 if you want.
No, but I think you're right though. I think it has to be a 4 because there's enough weird stuff that I got distracted by from like a design perspective.
All right.
And it was also like shot in a way that some felt very wide.
Yeah.
And like
it felt like we should be seeing more of.
Yeah, and they didn't know what else to
on.
do because they were so bombastic in their movements. They're like,
Yeah.
you just gotta zoom out and figure it out. Which I get. Like they did a good job with what they were working
Yeah.
with, but I don't think they made a lot of tweaks to the material to do that.
It was more like, we're going to put the camera here and
Right.
you guys are going to do your scene around it.
Right. And we don't have like a good shot list. We just have a shot list. Yeah. Yeah, very weird. 4 it is. And then okay, story rating. I mean,
I like the story of we failed so hard we won.
yeah, super crit. Yep.
Yeah. I'd be willing to go 4.
I think 4 is fair.
'Cause-
I mean, it's unique. It is kind of an original, fun story. Like as a concept, it is fun. Yeah, I'll go with a 4.
It almost reminds me of The Disaster Artist, the movie.
Okay.
You saw that?
I did.
I want to watch that again.
Yeah,
It was really
it's been a while.
Where it's kind of like the story behind the story almost.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. It's, I don't know, it's charming. It left me feeling charmed.
Yeah.
And I think that I had not seen anything exactly like it before.
It's very, very classic Broadway, but not classic Broadway. Because it, was premiered in 2001.
Yeah, 2000.
So
yes.
the movie came out in
2005,
05,
but the
show was
it definitely had
01.
the trappings of a more classic Broadway show, but in a modern jacket. Yeah, absolutely. You know what it kind of reminded me of? Hail Caesar.
Yeah.
I think they have similar energy, which Hail Caesar definitely is a lot newer, so I don't know why, but that there's a connection there, like this kind of
that kind of like production Broadway big musicals
and
in
things
the
are
50s and 60s.
Right, and there's some farcy stuff happening.
Yeah.
There's a farce happening on one, I don't know, and maybe there's some untoward stuff behind the scenes.
Swinging dinghy.
The swinging dinghy, that is really funny. And then, okay, performances. Okay. I love all of these actors.
Yeah.
I thought the performances were so big.
They were very big.
They were really big. I don't know. I'm in kind of two minds about it because it doesn't mean they were faithful to the original material.
I'd be willing to go for 4.5 because
I think
because
I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
All right.
I think they're all really good. Everyone did their own singing.
Yeah.
Everyone did a good job. It was just I think the biggest problem I have was with the way it was put together, like the way it was kind of directed.
It wasn't the acting; it was how it was
assembled. Or how it was utilized.
Yeah.
Or directed. Like, I mean, both of these actors are perfectly capable of being. Of the mains are perfectly capable of being small, smaller, in their performances because they've done, film. So I think it was a directorial choice. I think that was on purpose, but it just.
I think I really want to get the 1967 version.
Yeah, we should do that
because I think that'd be an interesting contrast to see.
Yeah, I'd like to see it too. Okay. Cultural impact. I mean, as a theater kid, I would say that this has a massive cultural impact because everyone talked about it.
Yeah. It was mentioned on Gilmore Girls.
Oh, funny.
A couple times.
I also think that in 2005, the Roger Bart, Gary Beach thing probably would have been a little bit more risque at the time. Mm-hmm. And they were comic relief, and it was comic relief, but it was also like not bad. Like it wasn't like it was.
They were capable.
Yes.
He did the fucking job.
He did the fucking job.
He was the reason that show was a success.
Right.
So,
it was So there's something there. I think it was definitely a caricature. Like I certainly didn't win a GLAAD award. That's for sure. But like it, I think that's interesting. It threw a lot of stuff into the public zeitgeist. Yeah. That I think that and did it in a way that was sort of disarming and funny, but also like not in bad taste. Yeah. Not necessarily in bad taste. Like it was
very Mel Brooksy.
Very Mel Brooksy. Yeah, it's exactly what Mel Brooks does.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
did you see that there's a documentary? He did an interview. It's called Mel Brooks, the 99-Year-Old Man.
Amazing. I love it. Classic.
I kind of want to. I kind of want to watch it. I think it's on HBO.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just like an interview with him because he's 99 years old. Fucking A.
What a guy. Well, he's had such a crazy life.
I know.
I can't even imagine the life he's had. Wasn't he married to Anne Bancroft?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
For like
a long time. And she died, right?
And she died.
Yeah.
I think right before this came out.
Ugh, God. And he never remarried.
I don't think so.
No. He was married to Anne Bancroft.
I mean, yeah.
You quit while you're ahead.
And like 21 years ago, he would have been 78.
What the fuck?
Yeah, right?
That's crazy.
I know.
Holy shit.
At that point, dating when you're 78 years old?
Yeah, no thanks. That's fair.
I mean...
Okay, now I need to know when she actually died. Hold on.
I think this
2005, you're right.
Yeah. I think this was also... I'm probably wrong about this, but this was also Mel Brooks's first show on... No, I'm wrong about that.
I don't know about that, yeah.
Because
her name was Anna Maria Luisa Italiano. Anne Bancroft.
Jeez.
Yeah. That sounds fake.
Yeah. That sounds more made up than Anne Bancroft.
Anne Bancroft. Fascinating. Yeah, she married him in 1964 until her death in 2005.
Wow.
Wow.
Damn.
she was a phenomenal actor.
I mean, just goes to show you, funny guys. Funny guys. You know.
Mm-hmm.
If you can make your girl laugh, you're in.
She's in a movie that I thought was really good, but would never want to watch again. You probably can guess. The Graduate.
Oh.
God, that's a slog of a movie. It's good.
I think I've only seen it once, but yeah, it's
same. It's a movie that I was like, Dustin Hoffman's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like Anne Bancroft is amazing. Like everyone in it's well put together. It's well set up, but
it's a classic for a reason.
My
but
God, it's a slog.
Jesus.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Cultural impact. Back to cultural impact. Yeah, I know.
I'd say like a 4. But we've given it 4s on like everything.
I know. We have to follow our hearts.
I know, but
it is what it is. If it's gonna be a 4, it's gonna be a 4.
Fine, it'll be
like
a 4.
it's a thing that, like, we're in that world where we really liked it, but we know that it's not the best movie.
Right.
And there's only so much you can do about that.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that, I mean, we could give it a 3.5, but I do actually think that it wasn't a critical success, but I think it stuck in a lot of people's brains.
Yeah.
It's just a classic Mel Brooksian kind of vibe. And people know what the producers are, except for Allie apparently, but everyone else
she's
does.
Young.
She is a child.
She's a baby. She's not that.
She's actually not, but
you know,
still,
whatever.
She's still born in the 1900s, but
yeah.
That was something. She was at an event and somebody was like, "Well, Allie was born in the 1900s," and Allie's like, "What the fuck?"
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's say 4, because this is where we're at. That gives us a total score of 4.1.
Is that our only 4 point? No, we have other 4.1s.
There is one other 4.1, and that is Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Okay.
Which, yeah.
You know?
Right. Yeah.
And I think both of them have kind of like it wasn't a critical success, but it was, you know, big enough to make an impact.
People know the media, and people know
it.
And also Hitchhiker's Guide, that was like several adaptations later too. Like, so yeah, I think I'm happy with that as like a number.
Those are good. That's a good clump.
Yeah. Right above it at 4.2 is Showgirls, and right below it is Clueless and Jumanji.
Nice.
So there you have it. That is our recounting of the 2005's The Producers.
Yeah.
I need a nap.
I need a nap.
Yeah, and I have
some sugar.
More that I have to do tonight, so I might be having decaf to pretend like I'm having caffeine.
Yeah, right. Trick your brain.
Right. That's what I have to do, because if I actually had caffeine, I would never sleep.
Yeah.
So
and sleep is good.
Sleep is important.
Love sleep.
But yeah. Alrighty, well, on that note, thank you so much for listening to Film School Slacker. I'm Ian.
I'm Megan.
And we will see you next time.
Keep it sunny, keep it funny, keep it gay.
Thank you for listening to Film School Slacker. Our graphic design is by Mitch Ransdell. Music by Ariel Shalom and Ziv Moran. Voiceover audio provided by Mike D and Janet Paoni. Learn more at filmschoolslacker.com.